If you own an e-commerce store, but sales aren't looking so hot, but you're driving traffic to your site and people are adding products to the cart, but let's say they aren't checking out or completing the purchase. They're leaving your site without actually paying for your goods or services. That's called an abandoned cart. So in this video, we're going to talk about what an abandoned cart is, why it happens, and how an AI-powered chatbot can help solve some of this. What is cart abandonment? Cart abandonment, or an abandoned cart, is when a user intends on buying a product, so they put it into their cart, they hit the add to cart button, but then they leave your site without ever completing that purchase. For most e-commerce brands, this is a big problem and a potential huge loss in revenue. In fact, the average cart abandonment rate for most e-commerce stores is up to 70%. To put this in a real-world example, imagine if instead of an e-commerce store, you owned a retail store. You got 100 people to walk in, grab a cart, put a few items in the basket, and you're talking with them, you're engaging with them, and then you turn around for a second, and when you look back, you see all of these baskets filled with items all over the floor of your shop. You would immediately say to yourself, wow, I've got a big problem to solve. And it's the same thing with your website. Now, if you solve the problem of getting users to your website, good job, that's its own challenge. Now, the next problem you gotta solve is getting them to convert once they're on your site. Now, no matter what e-commerce platform you use, Shopify is a great one, and when they show you that conversion rate percentage or that abandoned cart statistic, it can really get you down in the dumps. But before we can solve the problem, we have to figure out why is this happening. Here go the top 10 reasons of why people aren't checking out and completing that purchase or abandoning their cart. Number 1, they aren't committed to buying your product and we're just simply browsing or window shopping, which is totally okay, and we'll talk about what you want to do with those users. Number 2, transparency of costs. Once they hit the checkout button, they saw fees, shipping cost, and other related things, and now the price that they wanted to pay is a little over their budget or what they were expecting to, and they peace out. Number 3, the checkout process is not simple. Number 4, they have to create an account before they're allowed to check out, so there's no guest option available. Number 5, your website doesn't look so trustworthy, meaning right before they enter in their personal information and credit card details, they second guess on whether this is safe or not. Number 6, the delivery information isn't totally clear. Whether it's a digital product or a physical good, they aren't totally sure how they're going to actually get it to their house or to their inbox. Number 7, the return policy is a little ambiguous. If they don't like the product, it comes in the wrong size, they're not totally satisfied, or any other hesitation, they aren't quite sure what they're going to do to remedy that. Number 8, your customer service or your response times on your website aren't so hot. You have live chat or a chatbot on your website, and when they start asking questions, they either aren't getting good answers or they aren't getting an answer at all. It says you'll be back in a day or so, and so they end up leaving, probably forgetting about you. Number 9, positive reviews. You either don't have any or don't have enough. Users want to buy from people that they trust, and if you don't have anybody saying that you're trustworthy or that they like the product, they may start second guessing this decision. And number 10, they aren't sure if this product is right for them. They have questions that they can't find answers to. You either don't have an FAQ section or it doesn't cover everything that they need. They just aren't sure if it's right for them or if it's going to get the job done. So now let's talk about how an AI-powered chatbot can help solve this. AI-powered chatbots. So an AI-powered chatbot is the little icon that sits on the bottom right corner of your website, and it's there to engage and interact with your users. And it can leverage the power of AI to scrape all of your website data or any additional documents that you train it on to give it a thorough and comprehensive response to your users. The power of AI here is how fast it can be trained on your information. So you can go from thinking, hey, this is a great idea, to getting it on your website in less than 10 minutes. Now let's talk about how an AI-powered chatbot can help solve some of these problems. First, it can provide your website users with tons of additional information. So often when we're creating a sales page or a product page, we want to eliminate as much friction as possible and only give them the information that they need to complete the purchase. But sometimes users have additional questions. That's where an AI-powered chatbot can help jump into the conversation and answer some of their most common questions. You could train it on your product so it knows everything about it. You could update it about your delivery times, your return policies, and so much more to give real comprehensive answers to your users. Number 2, say you charge for shipping. You can give it a thorough response on how shipping costs are calculated, what they can do to get free shipping, and so much more, so that your user understands what goes into this. Number 3, it can provide personal product recommendations based on the user's input. So if they're not sure if a product is right for them, it can engage in a two-way conversation to say, yes, it is the right product for them, or suggest a different product based on what they're looking for. Number 4, if somebody's still not sure if they want to complete the checkout process, you can use an AI-powered chatbot to help nudge them along by providing them information on any promotions you're running, discounts they can take advantage of, or unique and special offers just for them. Number 5, Let's say a user is browsing on your website and even adds a few items to their cart, but they end up leaving your site without ever completing the purchase. That's where an AI-powered chatbot can help remind them of what products they were looking at the last time they visited. Number 6, and kind of related, say they come back to your website or they've been sitting on your website for a little while. You can have your chatbot remind them that, hey, you've got items in your cart and why don't you go ahead and check out already? Now, it'll be much more polite than that, but you get the picture. Up next, it can go ahead and create a sense of urgency for the users to check out. If you have a product that's running low on inventory or stock, you can tell your user, hey, we only have so many of these left and we're gonna sell out pretty soon. And that can entice the user to check out now so they don't miss out. Similarly, it can provide a notification that says, hey, lots of other users are checking out and purchasing this item. Similar to a product review, that can give them a little sense of social proof that, hey, you're making the right decision. Next, it can also upsell and cross-promote items that you also sell. Things like customers who bought this also bought that, or based on what you've told us already, don't check out without this product as well. Personalized product recommendations is what users we love. Especially if we're paying for shipping, we want to make sure that we get everything in our cart as we check out. And lastly, we have support. An AI-powered chatbot works for you 24/7 around the world, handling multiple questions all at the same time and in different languages. So whether people have questions about your product or about the order they've placed, this bot can essentially handle all of those customer questions. That's going to be providing a great user experience before they check out and after they check out. So if they want to know when a product was packed, shipped, or when it's expected to arrive, this chatbot can essentially handle everything from before you make the sale to after you make the sale. And as a consumer, we don't care how we're getting this information, we just want it in real time and we want it to be up to date. So whether it's a human or a bot doing this for us, we just want the information. And if a bot can do this for us any time of day around the world, that's the experience we're going to prefer. So if all of this sounds good to you and now you're on the hunt for an AI-powered chatbot, you definitely have to try out BotSonic from WriteSonic. It takes minutes to train. The whole process can be done in literally less than 10 minutes. And we have a video showing you exactly how to do it. You can train it on your data, customize it to fit your branding, test it out to make sure you like how it's representing your brand, and deploy it so fast and without code. And if that sounds good to you, I'll drop a link below where you can get started for free. So sign up for BotSonic today and totally change the user experience on your website. And that's all for this video, so I'll see you on the next one.